Seejeanty, Haiti Biz News. We're here. Today is the 6th of December, and I want you folks to pile on in. Per usual, the live show where we talk about a lot of the things that really are going to make a difference in knowing and understanding, and a big part of making sure you're impacting the right way. The conversations we have here, and so do pile in on this 6th of December. As always, those who are watching it live, great. Those who are watching it after the fact, you're able to skip ahead, jump around a little bit. Always know that this live show happens. It's your first time, and try to catch and find out when it happens. And I'm alluding to something here which we're going to talk about this episode. So as folks pile in, I'm going to let you guys play the intro music per usual as I do things in the background. So one-man show on Sundays here. And so I got some things I got to do in the background to get the show up and running appropriately. So we'll be back in 2 to 3 minutes with the show per usual. Grab a seat. All my usuals, have a seat. Brand new here, you're going to be in for a treat. All right? Okay. We're here every Sunday, right? 11 a.m. Haiti Biz new show. It's Sundays weekly. This is Seejeanty, Haiti Biz new show. We talk about news, current events as it relates to macroeconomic conditions. You can always catch us live every Sunday, 11 a.m. Haiti Biz new show. We are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we are on Instagram. You can always catch us 11 a.m. On Sundays. We are live on air. We're going to be talking weekly happenings, economically focused on what has happened, and we're going to dissect it in an unbiased, impartial way. And a big part of what we do here, of course, is Haiti Biz News Show. I did not see and do not see any place online where folks can get a CNBC, Bloomberg-like focus on what's going on at the macroeconomic level of Haiti. So this is what Haiti Biz News Show, Sunday, 11 a.m. We're here every Sunday, right? 11 a.m. Haiti Biz News Show. It's Sundays weekly. This is Seejeanty, Haiti Biz News Show. We talk about news, current events as it relates to macroeconomic conditions. You can always catch us live every Sunday, 11 a.m. Haiti Biz News Show. We are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we are on Instagram. You can always catch us 11 a.m. On Sundays. We are live on air. We're going to be talking weekly happenings, economically focused on what has happened, and we're going to dissect it in an unbiased, impartial way. And a big part of what we do here, of course, is Haiti Biz News Show. I did not see and do not see any place online where folks can get a CNBC, Bloomberg-like focus on what's going on at the macroeconomic level of Haiti. So this is what this Haiti Biz News Show, Sunday, 11 a.m. We're here every Sunday, right? 11 a.m. Haiti Biz News Show. It's Sundays weekly. This is Seejeanty, Haiti Biz News Show. We talk about news, current events as it relates to macroeconomic conditions. You can always catch us live every Sunday, 11 a.m. Right? Haiti Biz News Show. We are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we are on Instagram. You can always catch us 11 a.m. On Sundays. We are live on air. We're going to be talking weekly happenings, focused, economically focused on what has happened, and we're going to dissect it in an unbiased, impartial way. And a big part of what we do here, of course, is Haiti Biz News Show. I did not see and do not see any place online where folks can get a CNBC, Bloomberg-like focus on what's going on at the macroeconomic level of Haiti. So this is what Haiti Biz News Show, Sunday, 11 a.m. We're here every Sunday, right? 11 a.m. Haiti Biz News Show. It's Sundays weekly. This is Seejeanty, Haiti Biz News Show. We talk about news, current events as it relates to macroeconomic conditions. You can always catch us live every Sunday, 11 a.m. Right? Haiti Biz News Show. We are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we are on Instagram. You can always catch us 11 a.m. On Sundays. We are live on air. We're going to be talking weekly happenings, focused, economically focused on what has happened, and we're going to dissect it in an unbiased, impartial way. And a big part of what we do here, of course, is Haiti Biz News Show. I did not see and do not see any place online where folks can get a CNBC, Bloomberg-like focus on what's going on at the macroeconomic level of Haiti. So this is what this program is here to do. Boom, we're back. And interestingly, usually this part where I say we're on Facebook, YouTube, IG, Twitter, all that. But apparently, you have to update me, man. I don't. Apparently, you can't do IG lives no more. I think they restricted it, perhaps, to people with a certain subscriber count. I don't know. I didn't see IG on here. So those who are used to watching IG, in fact, let's do this. Let's do a story for those IGers out there, so they know, we got something going on here. Watch this. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I can't do IG live with you guys. So the live's going on right now. So I'm talking to the folks right now. So Facebook, YouTube, Seejeanty. See you on the stream. It's going on right now. See, boom. See how smooth that was? One shot. A lot of folks don't appreciate a lot of the things I do on Seejeanty. I always try to aim for one take. Those who've ever been on a shoot with me know what I'm talking about. I am not being braggadocious. I'm just letting you guys know. Sometimes it's always better to get that authentic take, which is always the first take. Good morning, guys. As I'm coming on, I'm seeing a lot of folks I usually see. I see Negma in the house. What's up, Love Kenny? Magni, what's up? We got Lynn's, Monty Stein. I think the first time I'm seeing that name. Hello, hello. Hope to see you again. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I hope to see you again on the stream. Hello, folks. Remember, guys, share the stream. Share the stream. Let folks know we got the shows on, shows happening. Got a lot of really good stuff to talk about today. Remember, we've been gone for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and in 2 weeks, there's just a lot of things. Haiti's a place where it's never a dull day, right? And so to go 2 weeks, that means there's a lot of stuff happening from an economic perspective. Some things we got to digest, some things we got to put in context, things we have to review and discuss and make sure we understand, and so we can understand Haiti better, so we can act on Haiti better, and so Haiti can be better. So that's always absolutely important. I want to allow folks to come in, and of course, per usual, let me get to the top of the headline discussion points. The first, comme toujours by on by en créole parce que critique là juste, c'est une critique qui est juste par rapport que ça haïtien nous est, par rapport ça Haïti nous a parlé sous langage qui connecte tout le monde, c'est qui ça, c'est le langage créole là, vous comprenez? So m'ba trop critique là pas j'aime faire trop fâché, mais alors faut nous dire là, faut nous parler là très clair, il y a un côté comme gars ça peut là c'est même là yo dégager dans créole là parce que c'est pas préférentiel. Faut nous comme ça. Par exemple, même moi-même, on a déménagé à Haïti. Et pour faire ça, c'est toujours anglais. Ce n'est pas recevoir n'importe nouvelle sur le paiement en anglais. Tout bon. C'est pas, il va faire moins en haïtien. Non, il va faire moins en haïtien. On a fini sur la raison ça, on fait émission ça par rapport à il va écouter. Comme des grands là-bas, les gars ici font des informations comme ça, dans le sens tête fouette, dans monde qui connaît des pays. Monde qui connaît les États-Unis, monde qui connaît Haïti, qui a un analyse vraiment complet, ok? Mais après nous le tout, c'est là c'est l'haïtien tout. Pour nous qu'on nous restricter nous dans créole là. Faut nous connaître que ça nous mettre en barrière pour du monde comprendre nous, parce que du monde c'est qui ça, du monde parle anglais. Dans les bails sérieux qui a brûlé, c'est anglais à parler. So, on nous décide pour nous dire, c'est nous-mêmes qui avons une création qui a fait dans le pays. Ça qui passe. Ou quitter l'autre monde qui vraiment, on va pas dire l'autre monde, ont effet sur le pays. Parce que quoi, tout blanc ça dans l'avion, tout blanc ça a affecté tout le monde nous Haïti, qui a blagué religion sur nous. Ok, tout ça, vous avez préféré que son monde qui ont exposure à Haïti, non par rapport aux gens qui comprennent dans le langage et avec des références qui ont bien comprendre pour ne pas affecter nous mal. Je vais parler à niveau nous connaissons, mais nous qui toujours, nous ONG, ambassade américaine, tout ça, si vous avez un monde là, ton pour il y a expliqué des nouvelles, il y a ça, non tête fouette. C'est celle CNN qui a reçu l'information, celle Fox News qui a reçu l'information, celle et Miami Herald qui a reçu l'information. On va attendre qu'il va dire bêtises, c'est vous qui mettez nous dans le côté de là. Vieux bêtises, c'est mal informé, avec des mauvaises images qui se mettent à la raison, c'est pas l'autre bail qui a dû exister dans le même pays, tout est mal gouvernance, tout qui reflète des mauvaises régulations, même qui a mis sous nous, par exemple, oublier cochon de faire nous tirer, ok, pas oublier qui ça encore, et pas oublier nous dit style économique que nous gagnons là, quand tout bail libre. Bah entrer dans le pays, nous avons un niveau de protection dans le pays. Ça sortit dans le meilleur. Ça sortit dans le meilleur. Tout ça parce que nous avons mal des informations dans le meilleur qui finalement affectent. Vous comprenez ça? Vous comprenez ça? C'est très important. Vous comprenez ça? OK. So, il est important que nous joignons et tout le monde du monde qui a joint des informations de nous et dans le langage qui est important. D'accord? C'est pas que je préfère parler en créole là, non? Parce que même les Haïti, je gâché sens. Je parle honnêtement, m'a dit, parce que tout business, toute l'activité, moi, c'est même dans le chita là, m'a fonctionné là-bas. Je m'as bien content, m'a dépensé un désert temps chaque dimanche, la l'école, la red avec nous là. Mais, en réalité, de l'autre côté, nous avons joué une version de base anglaise. Après, j'aime dis tout le monde, et jouer, ou qu'à bon, on l'autre nègre sur les réseaux sociaux, ou qu'à blaguer comme ça, en anglais, bien content qui était tout bail m'a fait là, non, mais moun ça, ou qu'à ba émission ça encore. Parce que ça m'attend, peut-être nous, quand regardez là, 45, 44 moun là. Moun qui vraiment parler mais qui m'a pédé là qui bail ça en anglais. On fait tête au marché, fait en anglais. Comme ça, on va réussir à ça dans le ça pas me OK, merci un peu pour tant de réflexions que ça et toujours qu'on dit toujours me fait pour montrer mon yo et blanc ça qu'on quelques paroles. So again, just a little bit of few minutes there. I just had to remind folks, so we got a real Haitian in the house talking to you, accent and all. Even though I got the accent, whatever. So be it. Can't hide that. But we do it in English because we have a responsibility to share and discuss what's happening to the world about Haiti, because there's no place online where we have folks being able to digest the news that's happening in Haiti in a way that's understandable, relatable, and digestible to the world. And that's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to change the world's perception of Haiti and those inside as well by our actions and what we're able to produce because we know better, right? So thanks for that, right? Thanks for that. I do want to drop as a headline, as you can see in the headline here, we have, this is going to be the last Haiti Biz news of the year, for a multitude of reasons. First and foremost, next week for sure, I'm on my December vacation, on my holiday vacation. Looking forward to that. And so I won't be anywhere near a laptop next weekend. But even after that, when I'm back, we do have two other weekends in December. But folks should understand or remember, I always say that I'm an entrepreneur first before I'm a YouTube personality, before I'm a media personality. Folks like to put me in that bubble. Oh, Seejeanty, you're a blogger or something. That's another vlogger, right? Far from it. Actually, this is the last thing on my agenda hierarchy of things I do. Creating YouTube videos, and actually, it's the last thing I do during the week. I usually dedicate Saturdays to do shoots, right? Everything else has to do with my number one intention, which is changing the system economically in Haiti with my own fingers. I'm not a guy, I don't respect people who are just talking about it. I respect only people who are about it, right? So I have several different ventures that I operate here in the country. And most importantly, in this coming year, I got two big ones in particular that are upcoming. I can talk a little bit about it. So it's going to be the last time we talk this month until the next month. First being we're looking to do a investment group, which is what? It's literally where you're gonna have a minimum buy-in, and I already have commitments already, right? And I'm gonna come to you guys after I have a very solid set of commitments, and you guys are watching. We can network. We can get to know each other first, and then you guys can commit to being part of it. Because this is the reason why we do it. Again, the problem with Haiti isn't Haiti has any deficiency. Haiti has a lack of capital, right? And those who reach out to me all the time, Seejeanty, I'm trying to do a real estate project X, Y, and Z. Let's work together. Let's do something. Up to this point, I've denied people, those chances because I wasn't ready. My priorities weren't there, right? And so that's the first thing that's happening. And you can go to seejeanty.ht. There's a little tab on ventures, and you'll see that right now. It's coming soon. When it's released, we'll talk about it some more. And the other big one, the first primary one, that even the investment group's going to kind of plug into, is a distribution, an export distribution entity. And I already have two big products that we're looking to launch ready. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I was negotiating with farmers out in Central Plateau to buy tobacco leaves, right? And we have a network already here at stateside that we're actually already operating, where we're buying Virginia tobacco leaves and we're selling them right now. Initially, we're in South Florida, and we're in over 40 plus stores. But it doesn't, knowing me and what Haiti, what we're about here, for Haiti, and the fact that Haiti does have a very strong history of tobacco leaves, it just makes a lot of sense that we transition from using Virginia products, right? And Texas is also a very close source to Haiti, right? And so we're going to completely redo everything, distribution, packaging, everything. In fact, we have, only thing that's slowing us down right now is that we're waiting for our lawyer well, not the lawyer, really, the government of Haiti to allow us to register our corporation. And then we're going to hit the ground running, right? And really start doing some big things. And so now let's look out for those announcements. I'm really letting you guys know what's going on. Oh yeah, the second big thing, we're looking to probably get into coffee as well. We're looking to purchase Haitian coffee in very large amounts and then plug them into the distribution network of 40 plus stores that we already have relationships with, and we'll be growing substantially. So I'm sharing all this with you for you to understand why Haiti Biz News needs to now be one time a month. This is where I'm going, right? This is why we're not going to have Haiti Biz News the rest of the month. And even going forward for 2021, Haiti Biz News is only going to be one time a month. It's going to be a monthly wrap up of the month before of what's happened in the country. For the simple fact, I have to focus on my priority. My priority is, very closely, is keeping you guys informed, but the real priority is providing jobs in Haiti, right? I've been fortunate enough where I've provided dozens of jobs already. Dozens isn't enough for me. I want hundreds of jobs. No, hundreds isn't enough for me. I want thousands of jobs in Haiti. I want people, when they think of Seejeanty, they say, oh, by the way, he's a big job creator. Oh, and also he has a YouTube channel. That's what I want folks to be having the conversation about when they think about what Seejeanty is and what Seejeanty is doing, right? And so that's the direction we're going. And I see Joe B saying, be careful with the tobacco industry. Don't worry. I have an advisory board right now with players who've been in the tobacco game for years in Haiti. It's not just me with the idea. I already reached out to within my network. We have folks with over 20 plus years of being in the tobacco industry already on my advisory board. And we've been listening to them, and it's a part of our business plan, all the risk factors. So don't worry, Joe B. So far, knock on wood, I am, let's see, 3 for 3 in terms of ventures. And hopefully this will just be another feather in the chapeau, right? So let's keep that positive vibes and energy going from that perspective. But thank you for that comment. And so that's my announcement, really. I wanted to just jump right into it and let you guys know it's gonna be once a month. But here's the thing: a big part of why I do the live, right, is this engagement, this conversation we have, every Sunday. And I'm gonna miss that. Seriously, I don't want this conversation to go away. And so there's 2 things I encourage you guys to do, because even though I won't be doing this monthly, I'm still going to be very much sharing what's happening in the country, specifically where I'm going to be sharing it here. Here you go. I am linking the group, the Facebook group, where I encourage everyone's watching right now. 54 people on the live. I encourage 54 folks to make sure to hop in, and ask to be a member of this group, because it's that this conversation we have every Sunday. Why is it only every Sunday? It should be every day, right? And none of my own, and a lot of my guys I see in here, Music Lover 2, a lot of my LM Video PE. What's up? Good morning, guys. Arlene Wade, what's up, guys? That Chick, New Jersey, what's up, guys? What's up? We got, who else do I see? My usuals, Melanie D, Bounce Bougie 11, salute. So all you guys that I'm so used to seeing here in the chats on Sundays, I'm calling you guys out, join the action group, right? Dalucia, Datius, what's up, my friend? I encourage all you guys, especially if I just called you out, hit that link I just shared and come into the group so we can keep these conversations going 7 days a week. And we shouldn't be waiting until that one time on Sunday to talk about Haiti and keep informed and work on ourselves digesting the news. So, and that's number one way to keep this conversation going. The second way is because the action group, that's really a space for you guys more than anything, right? That's a space for you guys. Now, for those who want to communicate with me directly, right? I get a lot of DMs daily, folks who are trying to do different things. Edwin Williams, what's up? Good morning. Folks who are trying to do different things, right? And just would love to pique my brain and pique my advice, get some advice, whatever it may be, maybe business, maybe just they're coming to the country for tourism. A lot of folks who reach out to me, they love a cup of coffee. And I always have to copy and paste my message, say, I'm sorry, I can't meet with everyone who contacts me. It's physically impossible. I never get any work done. And so, and the happy middle ground, because I really don't like doing that. I really don't, because my secondary mission is what? Encouraging others to impact Haiti, to do on Haiti, to maximize your chances of success in Haiti. Those messages go away. Go away. Okay. Is to communicate with you guys, potentially directly to ensure that you aren't being led astray, right? Because even though my videos are here, there's a lot that you can only do so say within a 10 to 15 minute span before you lose people's attentions, right? And so to solve that responsibility that I really want to give folks the level of access, I decided to create a private WhatsApp group, right? And this private WhatsApp group, I'm in it. I'm in it with my personal WhatsApp number. I'm in it. And I'm communicating with folks in this forum where other folks can benefit from the conversation. It won't necessarily be one-on-one, though I will be responding individually to people in there. I guarantee every day, 30 minutes to an hour, at least I'll be in there responding to people, responding to your questions, responding to advice, requests for advice, coming into the country, itinerary. Hell, you just want to hang out, man. You don't even need anything. Just hang out. Just say, hey, cool, man. I support the movement. I support Seejeanty. I support what you guys have going on here. I just want to hang out, just be in the chat and support you. So I created this private WhatsApp group, and the way you get in it, the way you get access is by providing a monthly fee. Now, for today, I sound like a salesman, but it works, right? They wouldn't do it that way if they didn't. For today only, $10. For $10, it's a monthly subscription, right? Literally, you put your PayPal information in. There's gonna be a button, right? And I'll give you the link in just a moment. But for $10 a month, just today, you're not only are you in there with me, right, and hanging out, but you're also hanging out with other folks who are impact makers, impact changers, right? And you get to network, and you get to ask those questions, and there is no filter. You can, they don't have to wait till the one time a month to get informed. I'm in there, right? And for $10 a month subscription, you get access, and you're in it, right? But that's only for today, right? I made a soft announcement for those who follow me on, follow me on my other networks, IG and Facebook. For those, or they already know, and because I made a post about it, and I had a few folks come in. I had a few folks who already are members, right? Already paid, and are in the process of joining the private WhatsApp group. So that's already growing. And so this is a formal announcement I'm making here on Seejeanty, Haiti Biz News, and I'm doing it in a way where folks can benefit right away. Meaning those who are watching right now live, or those who will watch later in the day, we'll be able to get in for $10 a month. But tomorrow morning, on 9, 10 a.m., 11 a.m.-ish, it's going to be changing to $20 a month, right? Which is going to help tremendously, because at the end of the day, what are these funds are going for? They're not going to the Seejeanty, enrichment fund. It's going to fund a lot of, what we're doing here at Seejeanty, right? For example, I'm picking up a second videographer, right? In fact, I'm looking to hire them this week, because I have 8 videos right now in the backlog, right? 8 videos in the backlog right now that I can't, and that my one videographer, we just can't get to it, right? So I need a second, right? And hopefully with that second, we might even do more content, believe it or not. Even though it won't be crazy to think, that I may actually be able to do perhaps a weekly, not even weekly. Well, we'll try to do something Haiti Biz News. Once the videographer starts hitting the stride, and after he breaks in his capacity in about 2-3 months, we'll see. We'll see what we can do, right? To upping the Haiti Biz News, maybe in a traditional format where I just chat early in the morning really quick, and then I hand it off to my videographer to edit. But in any case, those funds will be going to, improving the quality, our equipment. In fact, over this holiday break, I'm looking to get a second camera, Canon 90D, by the way, just in case you're curious. That's really going to up a lot of things we can do. 120 frame rates per second, full 4K video. And that's all because of the past donations that folks have given. And a lot of folks have always asked, love what you're doing here, Seejeanty. How can we plug in? How can we help? This is how you help. You come in at $10 today, or tomorrow, it's at $20 per day. I think I said per day, not per day, per month, per month, right? And there's even an annual rate. If you want to save 20%, you can drop an annual amount and you save buku money, right? As well. And so I think that's going to help what we do here tremendously. But most importantly, it's a happy middle ground to being able to provide the individual attention that a lot of folks I want to give, a lot of folks are asking, but I need to balance that out somehow, because given all this entrepreneurial stuff I'm doing, all this media stuff I'm doing, I still work 40 hours a week as a W-2 consultant for an American IT company. We're on Haiti, and on top of that, you hear me? And on top of that, your boy is married, and my wife is very beautiful, and I like giving my wife attention. You hear me? So between all those things, I know she's chuckling. I know she's watching. She's chuckling. Between all those things, your boy has to find a balance, and this is the best way I can do it. Like private WhatsApp group, pay a monthly fee. You're supporting what we got going on here, and I will make the time to communicate with you, right? And so I just dropped that link. I'm gonna drop it one more time, guys. That link to the private WhatsApp group, and you'll see how to register. Get in on it right now. $10 starting tomorrow will be 20. All right. And thanks in advance. I look forward to networking with you guys. A lot of you guys I've only spoken to one-sided, and so I look forward to having you in the WhatsApp group. I look forward to getting to know you guys, getting to know you guys on a much more personal level in the private WhatsApp group. And most importantly, I look forward to helping you in what you're trying to do, whatever it is you're trying to do in Haiti, whatever project, whatever it is. Not-for-profit, I usually try to stay away from. I'm looking to help you, and so join that WhatsApp group, and I look forward to meeting with you. All right, cool beans. All right, guys. Oh, can't miss this one. The book, yes, 101 Ways to Make Money in Haiti. The book will be released before the end of this month. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. The book will be released by the end of this month. All right, so look out for it. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, subscribe so you can catch that announcement when it happens. I'll try to make a video, of course, as well, especially when I have that book in my hand, especially. Make a video. And guys, this is, I'm looking forward to it. I've been talking about it for a long time, for over a year plus. Writing a book is not easy. It's not easy, guys. Man, especially me, it's hard for me to focus on things. to be honest. Like a book is like, you literally have to sit there for hours and just type. And so I even joke around, but I'm not joking. I'm gonna need a ghostwriter next time. I just need to tell somebody, okay, here's the big picture idea, and I'll just review it. I need a ghostwriter. But it was a great experience, and really, interviewing a lot of different people, businesses in Haiti, having conversations with them, learning their businesses. So it's not just me sitting in a room and just making up ideas. I had a conversation. I featured actual entrepreneurs. A good amount of them I've actually spoken to and tried to understand their business in different ways. And we're going to be sharing 101 ideas of how to be successful in Haiti, because again, Haiti can only change if entrepreneurship flourishes. And I want to be an important waypoint to that, not only personally what I'm doing, but in terms of partaging, sharing knowledge of business and business process in this country. Because that's the only way Haiti will progress and be different. So look out for the book. The book will be coming out by the end of this month. All right. Can't wait to make that announcement officially. Can't wait. All right. But do look out for it. Right. We have a recent Seejeanty on location. If you haven't seen that video yet, make sure you check it out. I'm golfing in Haiti. Right. I'm golfing in Haiti. I'm going to say it again. I'm golfing in Haiti. Right. And it was a great experience. It was over at the Pitcherville Club in Pitcherville, obviously. And there was a tournament happening. And honestly, I think it's one of my best videos, man. Really, we interviewed real golfers. And first thing you're thinking is, man, what kind of bourgeoisie, foreigner stuff you talking about here, Seejeanty? No, check this out. About half of the competitors were Haitian. Yeah. Like, when I say Haitian, I'm saying like they live not, up in Kenskoff, man. They live right around that Juvenile, Boudon, area. I'm talking Haitian. Like, they're Haitian too, but Haitian, 3 Haitians all together. Like Haitian. Yeah, and in fact, one of them is a ranked golfer. Like he travels, and COVID messes a few things up, but this guy travels and plays golf professionally, right? And you're probably thinking he's some, blonde-haired guy. No, he's Haitian, right? And so that's a big thing. I hope that really imparted you guys. We got to start thinking about Haiti differently, man. Haiti is on par, and the Haitians are on par with every other human being that can be successful on the planet. But we got to approach Haiti differently. We got to approach Haiti from a perspective of how do we lift Haiti up so Haiti can stay up on her own 2 feet and not be dependent on charity and NGO. And how do we employ, right? How do we provide opportunity? Not how do we provide a plate for the day and now they're hungry tomorrow because you're not here to save them or feed them, right? And so check out that video. Truly, I am so happy I made it. And truly, it's one of my favorite videos because, it's just you're bringing 2 different realities, and hopefully it will click for somebody out there to say, you know what, let's start approaching Haiti differently, because Haiti is no different really from any other place there is. As always, leave a comment, guys. Leave a comment. You guys are my co-hosts here. Leave a comment. I want to say what's up to a few folks who I'm seeing in the chat here. We got Philly Dom in the house. Philly Dominant. What's up, Philly? Haiti to the world. Happy to have you. Always a pleasure to have Philly in the house. And Philly was recently in Haiti. I did watch that video where you were walking around Port-au-Prince at night and stuff. And I made a comment. I'm sure you responded. Like, oh my God, Philly, did you not get kidnapped? Wait a minute, Philly, did you not get stabbed to death walking around at night in Port-au-Prince, man? Wait a minute. That's counter to every single person who says Haiti's unsafe. But you're walking around Haiti, Port-au-Prince. Oh, fake news. Philly, I love you, buddy. Keep it going, keep showing, keep changing people's perceptions of what the country is, man. Appreciate you, brother. We got Joel B in the house. What's up? We got Lawrence Gonzalez. Lawrence is doing some incredible things. Neighborhood finance guy. One word. Look for him on IG. He's doing some really impactful things because you cannot help Haiti if you haven't helped yourself. And Lawrence is about personal finance, personal responsibility, investing in yourself, building a 401k. He has multiple properties, for example. He's building multi-generational wealth. And the thing is, Lawrence isn't a selfish guy. Lawrence, everything he's been doing, he's been sharing it for free. A lot of it's free. So he's starting to put some price tags on some things now because they're so valuable. He should be, right? And he's been sharing it. And I can't commend Lawrence enough for being a stalwart in our Haitian community and helping folks get on the right track. And I can't implore you enough to go follow the Neighborhood Finance Guy. One word on IG. Trust me, it'll change your life. It will change your life, especially if you're having finance issues, you have credit issues. Go to Lawrence. Lawrence got you. Happy to have you in Lawrence. Happy to have you in the chat today, Lawrence. We got a couple folks in here too. We got Biz Family Vlogs. I finally, stopped procrastinating. Saw a video or two of your vlog, Biz Family. I love what you got going on, man. Keep it going. I love the family vlog you got set up, man. Keep it going, man. I think I subscribed. You should have saw my notification too. I definitely subscribed. Harrison Jean, what's up? G Mark Picon, what's up? Michael Mark, what's up? Oh, and Lawrence. Oh yeah, by the way, congratulations, Lawrence, on your recent marriage. By the way, got a wife as well. Bikui TV. What's up? Right? Gene Fritz, Alexis. Right? What's up? Let's see. Do people Haiti trade stocks? I'm sure they do, but it's those who have some sort of legal status in another country, because you usually need a American bank account typically to be able to trade stocks. Haiti is not connected to even PayPal, so I can tell you it's not even connected to for a stock exchange, a stock entity, right? Let's see. We got Claudia Love, Francois in the house. What's up? What's up, guys? Happy to have you. Again, share your comments. I won't be reading the streams live necessarily, the comments during the stream as I'm dropping the news, but I will come back afterwards and I'll certainly look through and talk about it. Actually, well, I'm going to change it up. I'm only going to be reading maybe the top 10 or so comments live, and then the conversation is going to continue where I've shared. It's going to continue in the Seejeanty Action Group, or if you want to talk to your boy directly, the private WhatsApp group is going to be available, and I'll reshare it at the end of the stream. Okay. All right, guys. Let's talk about the news headlines. Right. And everybody got Ronald H in the house. What's up? We got Terry Daniel in the house. What's up? So the news headlines. We're going to be talking about the decree, the Haitian Intelligence Agency. Right. That's not the CIA, the HIA. We're going to be talking about that. In addition to another decree relating to penalties increasing in the country. We're going to be talking about today. Haiti military. First off, Haiti has a military. Some folks didn't missed it when it got reinstated, and it's growing. How much is it growing by? Thousands. Stick around for that. Dominican Republic, there's some things happening in DR. We're going to talk about that. Exchange rate. Things are happening there in the way that I predicted to you. Oh, excuse me, when Lynn's Monestan said ANI, excuse me, you're right. Agence Nationale d'Intelligence. Yeah, it's not HNI. Thank you for the correction. But Haitian intelligence, it sounds so much better though, right? Anyways, we have some stuff happening in tourism as well. Spirit Airlines is doing some things we're going to be talking about. There's some information as relates to internet access. UNICEF has come out with a study. We're going to talk about that. Electricity. There's some news happening in terms of Jovenel's push for electrification before the end of his term. And we're going to update that, give you some updates on that. And agriculture. There's some movements. There's some things happening in agriculture that I can't wait. The core of agriculture is so important. We're going to be talking about that, right? A couple different news stories we're going to be talking about as relates to agriculture today. So stick around. Stick around for that. We'll just get in there. We're going to hop in the news because listen, it's at 47 minutes and we haven't talked about news yet. So let's change that. Let's jump into the news, man. And by the way, share the live. Share it before I get started. Share it. I got 69 people in here. Also hit that like button, by the way. Hit that like, hit that heart. I only have like five likes right now. You know, that helps with the algorithm, guys. So definitely help. Hit that like button, right? Hit it. I got 68. I would love to see even 20 likes right now. It would be awesome to see at least 20 likes right now. Hit that like button, and of course, share it. Share it. Anyone who you appreciate the news that we're be talking about. I just gave you the headlines. If you know anyone that is misinformed, doesn't have the right toolkit that he's working with, always spreading negative stuff about the country, share what you want, but at least make sure it's coming from a perspective of knowing what you're talking about, right? And so that's what we're looking to do here. So again, share it. All right. Thanks, guys. So first and foremost, actually, we got to talk about COVID. COVID, for the first time in months in Haiti, it's in the sub-thousands. Those who are part of the action group, Seejeanty action group, I shared some real interesting statistics in there that you can see where the world is and where Haiti has been and is currently. So do make it a point and from the action group, you see the stats. I was doing the stats in depth previously. Those who've been watching Seejeanty news, Haiti Biz news for as long as for weeks now, know that especially during COVID, the first few weeks, heck, the episodes were named, COVID in Haiti, week 5, week 10, week 15, and we start with a deep dive in how COVID is doing, but COVID has been on the receding for weeks now. It's down in the sub-thousands now for the first time, and so we're I'm tired, and I'll be honest with you, I'm just tired of talking about COVID. So, but nonetheless, we still gotta give COVID its respect that it deserves. It's still killing people. In America, it's killed just in one day, a day or 2 days ago, 2,500 people in a single day, and so that is problematic to say the least, right? And so we will have to mention it as always, but it's decreasing in Haiti. It's moving in the right direction, and that's exactly what we like to see, right? B Family Vlogs, much appreciated. Thanks for the $4.99. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you. That will go to the war chest. Will be added to our funds to be able to do great content. By the way, we have a Jackmail series coming up, and the reason why I was able to do the Jackmail series was because of the funds you guys have been providing over the few months. Remember, whenever we go out of town, I'm paying everything out of pocket, right? Food for these guys, hotels for these guys, and so what you guys provide again goes to content production. So B's Family Vlogs, you have episodes, your name on it. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Next news story has to do with the ANI, the Agency Nationale d'Intelligence, the Haiti, right? And it's a national intelligence agency, right? Now, here's what I'm gonna do, guys, by the way, because it's important. I want you guys to be armed with facts, right? I've just sent you the link for the full decree, right? It's a PDF. Check it out. It's in French, by the way. So sorry if French may not be your forte, but that's that official decree from the president that outlines the ANI. And so because I say this because I want you guys to approach any argument and conversation with real facts in your hand, right? You can have a counter perspective, that's okay, but make sure it's based on the same facts, right? And then you may decide to look at the facts differently, but the facts, it needs to be the facts, right? And so let's talk about what's in this ANI, right? First off, there's basically a new apparatus in Haiti's ecosystem. These individuals are going to be above the police and above the military. You can imagine if it's a triangle of authority, they're basically right there in the center between police and the military in Haiti. Boom, right there above them. And the reason why it's above them is because they only are sanctionable by the president. The police can't touch them. They do not answer to the Minister of Justice or the courts, right? They are, in the article is at, I think it's Article 67 around there, or in the PDF that I shared with you. They cannot be touched, right? Only the president can sanction them, right? They need not share any reports to any body except for the president, right? They have privileged data and access to any database in the country, but specifically the police and the military, all right? And they have mandates. Their mandates are to attack organized crime, attack money laundering, attack illegal migration, attack organized trafficking of arms, and here's the thing, subversive acts that threaten the stability of the state of Haiti. Yeah, right? That's right. Subversive acts that threaten the stability of Haiti, i.e. they're supposed to go after terrorists, i.e. they're supposed to go after any actors that the state declares subversive. Subversive isn't clearly defined in there that I could find. And so let's stop and analyze this for a second. On paper, this sounds great. On paper, I can tell you, a big percentage of myself likes this, right? It's really important that, that's one thing I've always thought about here. Haiti doesn't have that. Haiti doesn't have DCPG is sort of the FBI, but not really, right? When it comes to investigations, right? But we don't have a centralized body that really functions in a way, an intelligence way that is needed to really get after the very organized crime that we know exists in Haiti, right? That's good. But the problem is, right? Right? Music Lover 2, yes, the army is supposed to be like a national guard, by the way. So that's too much. The problem is that in the wrong hands, this may potentially be Tonto Macout's V2, right? In the wrong hands, right? The wrong president, maybe this president's the wrong president, I don't know, right? But with the wrong president, right? Because even the CIA in Haiti, in America, has a degree of independence, right? Though they report through, right? They report through and flow up, but there's a degree of independence, right? To the point where you see Trump talking bad about FBI and the CIA and how bad they're trying to, screw him over, right? Because why? Because there is a degree of independence between those bodies and the actual president. Now in Haiti, that's not going to be the case. It's not, right? And so in the wrong hand, I very much fear is the word. Fear, for the first time, for the future of Haiti, future of private citizens, and potentially myself, right? Because you have what could become a Gestapo, right? We could get into a state where we have a KGB in Haiti. And I'm not speaking hyperbolic here, guys. I'm just reading. I gave you the PDF. Go and read it, right? And when you read this thing, tête frette, like you understand that the critique of Haiti is what's lawless. Bundis are running amok. That's the perception, right? There's nobody fighting corruption, right? So we need something. We need someone that has the strength and the legal capacity to go after the maldoers in this country, right? And dismantle all the things that are wrong in this country, right? But do I trust who polices the police, right? Do I trust whoever is the president at the time to do the right thing, right? Do I not believe in the analogy that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Do I not believe in that? By the way, spoiler alert, I do believe in that saying, right? And so time will tell where this leads us. It's the law of the land now. It's out. It's published. This agency is being built as we speak, right? But, we have to be vigilant. And if it does start going the way of a Gestapo or KGB or new Tonton Makuts, right, where people are just disappearing, murders are happening on their behalf, there's no transparency, ultimately, of the investigations they're leading, we will need to do something about that, right? We will need to do something about that, right? Use our voices, use whatever we can to voice our concerns to ensure that this institution doesn't become what we all see it could become, right? So that's that news story. The second news story is tied very closely to this, which is a decree that really talks about what are terroristic acts, right? And basically this decree basically defines terrorism in Haiti. We didn't have a very clear guideline of what is considered terrorism in Haiti. We have it now. What is it? Let's talk about it. Burning tires is terrorism now in Haiti. Breaking windows. When a big group, I'm sure if anyone's been to Haiti and you drive around long enough, you'll see random windows broken, on the street. And that's because at one point there was a mass of people. Somebody started throwing rocks. The breaking of windows of cars and the damaging of personal property is terrorism. Looting is terrorism. Kidnapping in Haiti, guess what? It's terrorism. It's terrorism. The financing of anything I just mentioned, whoever is found to be financing or providing the capacity for any of those things that I just mentioned, I repeat, burning tires, breaking windows, looting, kidnapping, right? That's terrorism. Anyone found inciting those things, right? Anyone, like, for example, you have flyers being posted in the slums of Haiti for folks to go and riot and do those things I've just mentioned, right? That is terrorism now in Haiti. What does that mean, guys? Okay, they're terrorism, but what does it mean? Here's what it means. It means if you're found doing any of those things, you're arrested and you're tried, and you're proven guilty in Haiti for those acts, you will have a minimum of 30 years in prison. Somebody didn't hear me. I'm going to say it again. If you're caught burning tires, breaking windows, looting, kidnapping, financing, or supporting such acts, instigating such acts, spreading, inciting those acts, you will have a minimum of 30 years in prison, up to 50 years. I'm not done yet. And a fine of 2 million good. Minimum. 2 million good minimum. How much is that, by the way? You're like, I don't know. What's good? What's this good you're talking about? What's good? Let me do the math for you. And put 2 million here in my calculator. Divide that by today's currency exchange rate of 63.5. And that's roughly $31,000 US. Right? And it goes up to, that fine goes up to 200 million good. Let's do the math on that right there. 3.25. And that's up to 3.1 million. So you literally have from between 30,000 US to $3.1 million US of a fine that you're going to be hit with, in addition to spending 30 to 50 years in prison. Whoa. Here's my analysis. You ready for this, guys? You ready for this? My bat bravo. My bat bravo. You hear this? This is me clapping in appreciation of a tough on disorder and instability act. That's what this act is. For all you folks who spent the past 2 years watching Haiti just deteriorate because of pay law, because honestly, well, I hate to say this, but I've been here long enough to know this as a reality, as a fact. And I do want you to go back and find all the times where I used to sort of try to keep a fair, balanced perspective on this and try to say, well, no, the people are in the streets for different reasons. That is still somewhat the case, but the reality is a lot of what you saw in terms of the people in the streets, the rioting, the looting, the shutting down the country, it was because of specific big money actors in Haiti giving money to vagabonds, bandits, to do very malicious things to the general citizenry of this country to bring down the government. That it pains me to repeat this, right? It pains me because I want you guys to appreciate this as a source of fact here on this channel. We don't like to get into the and the minutia of saying there's this, but it's true. I've been blessed with the capacity to network and connect with a lot of people in very high places, and universally when we conversate, they never. I mean, it doesn't come up directly. Like here's the laydown. X, Y, and Z did it. It's alluded to. It's danced around. It's winked at. It's hushed. It's just the Voldemort. He who cannot be named sort of a vibe in these conversations. And when you hear it long enough, you got to start believing it. When enough people tell you, Chris, this is how it is in Haiti, you got to start believing them. When you meet 100 different people and 99 tell you this is the way Haiti works, at some point, you have to leave your naivety at the door and start accepting a certain reality of how certain actors contribute to the instability of this country without regard to the damage of the perception of what this will cause the country and the people who are at the very bottom and the misery that it causes. We have to, at some point, recognize a certain truth, right? And the fact that this law not only goes after the people doing the negative actions, but most importantly, it threatens, it menaces, right? The menaces, the people who are financing and putting guns in the arms of bandits, who are putting money in the arms of bandits to do very, very bad things. And so I applauded just now because this is the exact sort of law and rule that people have been asking in Haiti for a long time. And if any of you guys really, again, this is a long time needed. And this is no matter who's president, good or bad, right? This is something that hopefully will give Haiti a chance to breathe, right? Because I can't tell you how many people I know lost their business. I was on the verge of bankruptcy, myself at the time, right? Because of pay law. And when you come to find out pay law wasn't an organic movement, but actually just something that was paid for, right? And now this Terrorism Act would go after the people financing such disorder, right? I say fantastic. I say great, right? And I love to hear your perspectives on it, right? This is not a one-man show here. I love to hear your perspective on it, right? But those are the two new decrees of Jovenel Moise, and don't forget the Constitution's around the corner. We don't have any dates yet, but as we know, he did mention that around February he was looking to, before the end of this month, a draft constitution is supposed to be up for review. And so if you're on the Seejeanty Action Group, you'll get that analysis right away. As soon as it comes in, I'm going to be reading it over, and I'm going to drop some analysis in the Seejeanty Action Group. So definitely Make sure you're part of the Seejeanty Action Group on Facebook, so you can catch that analysis. Even though we won't be here to talk about it right away, but of course we'll talk about it the very next Haiti Biz News show for next month, right? Ooh, excuse me. I'm more of an out of breath yawn than anything else. Next up has to do with the Haitian military. Haitian military is upping itself from 440 current soldiers to 5,000 shoulders, army people, right? 440 to 5,000 army people. Wow, right? And so, and the goal here is, by the way, so do we gonna have one? Yes, we have a military. We've had a military for a few years now. Jovenel has rebooted it after not being out of action for since ICE did. Jovenel rebooted it. We're at 440 soldiers and at 5,000. And what they're going to be doing, the focus is going to be border security. Remember, we talked about here on the program right now today. The Dominican Republic has 10,000 troops on our border. I'm gonna say it again. Dominican Republic has 10,000 Dominican troops on the Haiti and Dominican border. We have 444 troops in our army. That's a problem, guys, right? Us going up to 5,000, we're still half of that military. But I feel a lot more ease knowing we have at least a 1 to 2 ratio, at least. I believe in the spirits of our ancestors, and we did a lot more with a lot less. So having that, not saying the Dominicans are, causing anything like that, but the best deterrence, the best defense is a good deterrence, right? And so, just from a nationalistic perspective, right? A country needs an army. I'm sorry, a country needs an army. That's the whole point of a country, is to have an army to prevent its borders. And going up to 5,000 is something that is going to be helpful. The recruitment's happening in Leogan, the Anaconda base, and it's open. It's open call. They're looking for individuals, 18 and older, to join the growing Haitian military. Right. That's that news. The Dominican Republic. Speaking of Dominican Republic, there's some interesting news as relates to the inspection fee. If you remember, right, we talked about the $800 inspection fee that was being applied to inspections of cargo trucks coming from the Dominican Republic that had license plates or registered with the Dominican Republic, and $800. The Dominican, private groups were at arms. In fact, the Dominican export body, in fact, was filing a complaint at the World Trade Organization against Haiti. And in fact, the president of the Dominican Republic personally stepped in, sent a delegation to Haiti, where they spoke directly with Jovenel. And Jovenel canceled the $800 inspection fee, right? Said he wasn't aware of it and apologized profusely to the new president of the Dominican Republic. And now the issue's to bed. How I feel about that, I don't like it, right? It is certainly, maybe 800 is exaggerating. Yeah, I guess. Maybe 800 is a little exaggerative. But certainly putting things in place to ensure that what's coming into Haiti is safe, what's coming into Haiti isn't contraband, because a big thing that's affecting Haitian enterprises here is the amount of contraband that comes through Dominican Republic to Haiti's markets. It doesn't get customs charged and selling at a cheaper rate than it is compared to Haitian goods, right? And just the optics of it, the optics that the Dominican Republic was able to handle business president said, what? What's going on? No, 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 no. Oye, oye, oh no, ¿cómo estás? That's what he said. He's like, ¿cómo estás? No muy bien. No. It's on Spanish, I know. Sent a full court press to Jovenel and got what he needed done, right? Now, if the shoes were different, could a Haitian president do that? I guess we'll find out one day. Usually a Haitian president doesn't get involved in such things as relates to the Dominican Republic. Usually the relationship is very one-sided as it stands right now today with the Dominican Republic. Over 90% imports, 90% exports into Haiti, and a measly 10% of our products go over there. And I know, I'm talking to business leaders here who try to do things in the Dominican Republic, and different actors within the Dominican Republic shut them down, between private businesses who bound together to shut down Haitian business from doing anything in the country, to government bodies that make it very difficult to register and bring your products into the country, right? But I've never seen a Haitian president go over and say, wait a minute, you're treating my guys poorly. But in any case, hats off for the president of the Dominican Republic because he acted like a real president and acted in the interests of his people and his business community. Yes, I'm not going to ever fault another country for doing what's in the best interests of that country, right? Now, when will Haiti start doing things in the best interest of Haiti? I don't know. Hopefully, before I get too old and too gray, right? Other news as relates to the Dominican Republic has to do with Haitian passports. Haitian passports are now going to be produced in the Dominican Republic embassy, right? They're not going to be produced in the Dominican Republic embassy. And those, we talked about this story before. We've had issues where folks were waiting for months for a passport. I had an associate of mine who was living in the Dominican Republic. And literally his son, who was born in the Dominican Republic, was able to benefit from, and I believe he's married to a Dominican. I was able to benefit from the Dominican process of getting their passports. And literally it wasn't even a few days, and his son had a passport in his hand, ready to go. Versus he still is holding on to his Haitian nationality, and so he had to get a new passport and renew his visa. But to do that, he had to fly in, spend over a month going back and forth, like every other day. He was going back and forth and finding different people, paying under the table. I mean, it broke my heart seeing what he had to go through. Vis-a-vis, if he could have just stayed in his country at least, and by the way, take time off work, at least stay in his country and not his country, but Dominican Republic, and just work through the Haitian embassy. And that's what embassies are supposed to be there for. They're supposed to help their citizens in different countries do important things like renew your passport, right? And so the new Haitian ambassador, to his credit, Claude Joseph, I believe, immediately said he was going to work on that, and he's already shipped over a machine that's going to be able to create passports in the Haitian embassy. So hats off to bureaucrats who understand they have a job to do, and they work for the people, and they do things on behalf of the people they serve. And so hats off to Claude Joseph, the new Haitian ambassador to the Dominican Republic, doing the right thing, doing something that's very rare in Haiti, which is to do their jobs. we got to applaud any Haitian government body or bureaucrat that actually does their job. Hats off, I applaud. It's like a child. You kind of have to encourage, good behavior with good energy. I'm being very cynical, guys, but it comes from a frustrated place. I think you guys can appreciate that, right? So as it relates to the exchange rate, let's talk about the exchange rate. We've been talking about it since the initial drop from 120 good HTG to 1 USD. 120 to $1 US to 60 to $1, right? And as we talked about here, it was artificial pump. It was artificially being driven down, it's imagine one little human being holding back a dam worth of water. It's not going to last too long. And the Haitian government, the Central Bank of Haiti, is holding back a dam of depreciation that the good is going to have, right? Once they stop interjecting. In fact, just 2 weeks ago, they dropped 10 million USD in the Haitian foreign exchange market to help offset and slow down this growth. And and right now, the secondary market, even though they're trying to clamp down and take full control, just about full control of currency, it flows into the country as relates to dollars. The secondary market for dollars is much higher. It's trading as high as 80 to 85 good right now in the private. The best term for the black market for dollars is trading at almost 20 units higher than what the central bank is trying to peg it. And people who I know who need dollars to function in their business, they're hurt right now. They cannot find dollars. Dollars are just rare, and people are willing to pay more good to find their dollars, right? And that means if you can't get your hands on the dollars at the bank, guess what you're going to do? A lot of people are doing. They're turning around and just selling that currency. And they're selling that currency and making, quote unquote, a profit in HTG if they can, right? And so we're very much seeing a sort of Venezuelan scenario where you have the government saying, oh, it's 1-to-1 or 1-to-5, some ridiculously nice looking exchange rate. But in the real market in Venezuela, for example, it was trading for as much as 1,000 for a single dollar. Right now, we're not at that point yet, but we may be, right? And of course, we're having some engagement of the central bank to help with some degree of stability in the government. In the monetary exchange policy is important, and they should intervene. But when you do so extremely, where you drop the value of your currency, right? You double the value of your currency with less than a month. Come on now. There's no way that's going to be sustainable. No way, especially if you don't have a government that's attacking the fundamentals that are causing your currency to be so low to begin with. If you're not exporting, you're not supporting exporters, you're not providing exporters funds and resources, right? You're not giving exporters real capacity to function and compete in the international market. Because I tell you, America, their exporters are being supported. France, their exporters are being supported. Dominican Republic, which I just did a news story about how their exporters are coming together, went to complain to the World Trade Organization about what's going on in Haiti, and then had their own president send a task force to track down Jovenel, get Jovenel on a wall, and say, "Listen here, little buddy, hey, mate, you better put this inspection fee down. I'm gonna you up." That's what happened figuratively, okay, right? And Haiti doesn't have that same level of commitment to really improving the fundamentals to improve its economy. It doesn't. Haiti doesn't. The Haitian government doesn't, right? But in any case, we're going to keep an eye on the exchange rate, and it's not going to last. Things are moving in a direction where the exchange rate is going to continue to depreciate and be where it needs to be. And ultimately, that's going to help the economy, because I can tell you, we talked about this many times, a lot of actors, textile companies, a lot of big industrial players that are exporting, they're hurting because their cost bases went up double, triple during the era of COVID, and they're trying to survive right now, right? And their cost base is just double overnight, right? And so the currency exchange going in the direction is actually going to help the economy, believe it or not. It's going to allow our few products that are exported to be more cost competitive because our currency is cheaper, right? And secondly, the costs in the country are better because of the conversion when and these actors are converting their dollars into local currency. Okay, that's that news story. As relates to tourism, things are looking on up and up. Spirit Airlines received their, Spirit Airlines started flights back to Cap Haitien starting the 3rd of December. They've been flying to Cap Haitien, which is great news for tourism. Cap Haitien had lost American Airlines, and then a few months later had lost Spirit Airlines last year because of Pays Loc. But now Spirit Airlines is back and providing direct flights to Cap Haitien. Cap Haitien being a beautiful city. I've been there. I have, it's really my second favorite city, really. Well, tied. It's Cap Haitien and Jérémie as my second favorite cities. Watch, I got to move that down, actually. My favorite city has to be Miagouane and Payan. If you guys seen the episode with my dad, you know what I'm talking about. Then tied Jérémie and Okap. In third place, the first place being Jacmel. Jacmel is so awesome. I love Jacmel. Right? I'm not from there, but Jacmel is hands down my favorite city. Right? But and we need flights to go to Jacmel, by the way, because to go to Jacmel, you need to drive to Matissan, and that's been a very difficult thing for a lot of people to do. It can potentially be a short drive, and hopefully that new road is creating a new road from La Bouledouse through the mountains that open up in Kafou, and so you can skip Matissan and Fanamara and Bas Central and all those areas that are always hot and dangerous in Haiti. But having a daily flight to Jacmel would be great, or a weekly flight. Somebody needs to figure that out, right? In any case, that's great news. Spirit Airlines is back, right? Flying to Jacmel. Sunrise Airways has a new plane, A320 that just arrived, and is going to help support flights, a lot of new flights. In fact, it's a 180-seater, which is a very big plane. And they can support flights to Havana, Santiago, Holygun, Camagüey, right? Which is really cool. Really cool that Sunrise, a local air flight. A local company is doing great things and growing. So hats off to Sunrise Airways for their growth and what they're doing, right? We really, let's look to support Sunrise. If you're flying, if you can use them, if it makes sense to use them, don't hesitate. And they have never had any issues. I know it, knock on wood, never had any issues with their planes or anything that, negative. They've had an exceptional track record in operation. So let's keep that going, right? Internet access in Haiti. UNICEF has come out with a statistic. You guys ready for this? 79% of Haitian kids do not have access to internet, right? And that's defined, of course, with a Wi-Fi line, in their homes or even schools, right? The internet that they do have, it's just pay as you go for just a few minutes, right? And so a government that for so long was trying to do remote. I got up forever saying Sunrise is extremely expensive. Yeah, extremely. I want to say extremely. They're expensive. Given the distance you may be going sometimes, but they're convenient, right? And they're a little expensive. I'm not gonna lie, but doing business in Haiti, it's you're paying a little bit for that convenience and the fact that they are having to pay considerably themselves as well, right? So that's I want to do a quick tangent because Up Forever brought something up. I could have ignored that. But in a very serious news story though, the kids in Haiti are internet is very much an issue, and UNICEF is expressing the need for government action. There needs to be government action here to ensure kids have access. And for example, with COVID, the government was working with NATCOM to provide SIM cards to students so they could work. These SIM cards had reduced rates for specific websites. that there was a specific portal they could go into and get just about free data from that one website connected to the school system in Haiti, the public school system in Haiti, for a lot of different things. So I think initiative ideas like that, where the government provides specific SIM cards to access specific websites that will help students do schoolwork, I think that is an exceptionally good idea. It needs to happen. It needs to be a Haitian government supported initiative, because things like that, the private market fails at that. Right? I mean, the private market can change the ecosystem, right? And its only path forward, but there's certain things the private industry just doesn't do a good job of. And when it comes to providing kids access to internet, that's a government responsibility to work with the private market to help subsidize, right? And it's the government's job to invest in its people. And that's, in fact, what UNICEF is advocating here, right? That's that news story. When it comes to electricity, let's talk about it. Jovenel has redoubled down that all communes in the country will be electrified before the end of his mandate, right? He's doubled down on that. He said it's gonna happen, right? And to support that, the Turkish company that's gonna be providing the boats for Haiti, Carpa Ship, that's the name of the business, Carpa Ship, is providing the boats. And just as a reminder, the boat that's going to be in Port-au-Prince is going to be 79 megawatts, and the one in Okap is going to be 36 megawatts. Right? And funny enough, this company is actually going to be going to Cuba as well. They have another boat that's going to be going to Cuba that's going to be helping give Cuba about 10% of Cuba's electricity. So this is a very interesting business model to have these, rent plant ships that which is interesting. Would not have thought such a thing was even seriously possible until it was announced, and we're seeing it with our own two eyes here. And now Cuba has signed up on, and they're apparently looking to sign up other countries as well on these mobile ships. By the way, these ships though will initially run on diesel, high octane kerosene and diesel fuel. The goal is before the end of that contract, which I'm still not sure much about that contract, how long it is, et cetera. But before the end of that contract, they're supposed to switch over to gas, liquid gas is what that's supposed to be. So that's appreciated from an environmental perspective. But is it cost competitive? At the end of the day, it's the Haitian people who are paying for this, right? And so, is it cost competitive? I don't know. I do view this as an important stopgap, an important, sealing the plug to help the Haitian country as a whole. But certainly, we need to be working in parallel to be building more traditional, and I can only assume more cost-effective plants that will reside in Haiti, right? And the GE gas turbines, GE, as you know, one of the bigger projects that's going to provide a substantial amount of electricity in Haiti is a GE contract. And the GE gas turbines have been constructed in Carrefour. That project is moving forward. That project is moving forward, right? So very happy to see that. And that's, of course, remember, Jovenel changed a very important part of the process of government spending, because before even for the government to buy toothpicks at the store, that contract to purchase toothpicks at a grocery store needed to be reviewed and would take as much as 3 months to be reviewed. Jovenel changed it to say, well, we're going to give you 3 days, and we're not going to wait for you, right? So if you can provide us some analysis 3 days, great. But we're going to move forward anyways. And even if your recommendation says don't do it, we still have the power to do it. Thank you. That happened a few weeks ago. Reported here on Seejeanty News. Seejeanty News. Maybe that should be the name of the show. Haiti Biz News, right? But that's what has allowed the GE gas turbine construction in Kafue to begin so quickly, right? The agriculture. Let's talk about agriculture, right? Papyrus. It's a social missioned entity in Haiti. Have launched two projects with the Ministry of Agriculture. The first is the Maïd project. It's a 5-year, $13 million project to improve beam and value chain in Haiti amongst small farmers in Tobec, Okai, Pelé, and it's expected to help 4,500 producers, right, in those areas. The Aviation project, by the way, the Maïd project is to help improve bean and corn production. I'm not sure if I said that. I should have. The Aveti project, AVETI project, is to develop coca and yams in Ganas, right? And that's also a 5-year project has a price tag, expected price tag of $12.9 million earmarked to help 3,500 producers in Haiti. And so these stories I always like to report on because these are very large projects looking to support a lot of producers. And when I say 4,500 producers, these folks have, you multiply, you just do a simple math of, conservatively and say ×3, right? Because most of these folks have a wife and they have kids. And so it's going to support somewhere around 15,000 to 20,000 people, right? And improve the economic situation of these people, right? And that's a big deal. That's a big deal, right? So great news story. You have to report that. Next has to do with the central bank. The central bank, in conjunction with the Industrial Development Fund, by the way, a fund that President Jovenel Moise started up specifically to help provide additional capital and surcharge in the agricultural industry. Alongside with the Ministry of Finance, they've put aside 1 billion goud, that is 15 million USD, for agricultural products, for agricultural and export-based companies. I'm gonna say that again. 15 million USD earmarked to help agricultural and export-based companies. That's a big deal. That sounds like something Seejeanty would do if I was a part of the central bank, our Industrial Development Fund, our Minister of Finance, right? We're doing the fundamental thing of supporting Haitian business to export and compete on an international market. This is the sort of news story you won't find anywhere else. This is the sort of progression that Miami Herald doesn't ever talk about. CNN never talks about. Fox News doesn't talk about, right? This is the bit of hope that these sort of stories should give you to say, Haiti, maybe Haiti isn't a lost cause. Maybe there might be a generation of leaders that do the right things. And that generation of leaders can lead Haiti out of where it is now. I'm not saying this is the generation of leaders. I'm not saying that. But the generation of leaders that we get will do policies like this, right? Like what I just reported. Putting real money behind real Haitian enterprise to do real businesses that can impact and change and provide jobs and allow us to compete on an international market and grow the economy and provide jobs, right? Fantastic, fantastic. The specifics to that, the credit's going to be provided to these companies at a very low interest rate, 6%, which is exceptionally low for the Haitian market, right? And microfinance also be included in this. And the expected amounts, loan amounts, are going to be up to $500,000, which is real money. This is real money, all right? And really impact the bottom line and really make some real investments for entities, right? So hats off to that. And additionally, there's the Central Bank of Haiti recently wrapped up a competition where thousands of young Haitians sent business plans for agricultural startups, and 50 were selected. 50 were selected by within the National Agricultural Financing Framework Program. It's a USAID initiative that's doing things all across the world, and 50 were selected. And the total pot that these 50 people will be selecting, 50 companies, 50 people, Haitians will be working with, will be a pot of 6 million USD. 6 million USD. Wow, that's a big deal. That's a lot of money. That's money that can real impact. I always say this: Haiti doesn't lack people who can be incredible. Doesn't lack entrepreneurs. You know, all these folks who are coming in and doing these trainings. You know, they're training this and they're training that, right? Oh, we're gonna come in and train these, but Haiti doesn't. Hey, training could be helpful. Training is helpful, but if you just train and walk away, what are you doing? You know, Haiti and Haitians need capital. Entrepreneurs anywhere on the planet need capital. They need capital. They don't need training. They need capital, right? Let's give them capital first, and then contingent on doing training, right? And so this is fantastic. This is the key part that Haiti has been missing for generations. You know, real capital to change and impact and provide, you know, entrepreneurs in this country an opportunity to execute and provide jobs, right? And so hats off to the central bank. I can tell you, you know, folks, if you've been watching, you know, Haiti Biz News long enough, you know, you can tell which agencies are really about that business. And central bank is, minus the exchange rate thing they're doing, minus that, they've been really an institution of progression and doing the right structural things to help improve the country and the ecosystem of entrepreneurship. So hats off to the central bank, also the Minister of Agriculture. Also, wherever there's something happening great when it comes to agriculture, you can see the Minister of Agriculture doing some good things. Hey man, hey, B Family Vlogs, going off to watch the Dolphins. Finish watching the show now, later. Peace out, B Family. And we're almost done. We got one more news story, and that involves two new solar panels. Pumps, two new solar panel pumps have been inaugurated in the Quadabuque area. These water pumps are going to be able to water up to, this each, by the way, 150 hectares of land and 13 gallons of water per minute, right? And the goal, of course, is to get 300 of these solar power pumping systems are expected across Haiti, across the country of Haiti. And so, you know, that's again, you know, water, irrigation, absolutely fundamental to any chance of real business, real agriculture in the country. And by the way, this is being supported by Taiwan. Taiwan is providing financing and a lot of equipment, solar panels as well, coming out of Taiwan as well. So happy to have these sort of initiatives in the country powering, right? So let's go over some of what we talked about today, right? We talked about the decree of the Agence Nationale d'Intelligence d'Haïti, right? And we shared the PDF with you for those who came late. Let me reshare it with you guys. It's really important to take a look and read those facts for yourself, right? It's always good to go to the source, you know, and read it with your own eyes and get your own comprehension, right? We talked about the decree that amplifies penalties for terroristic acts. Talk about what that was. Talk about the Haitian military. Trying to recruit 5,000 soldiers by the end of 2021. Talk about the Dominican Republic and the fact that Haitian passports are going to be produced in the Dominican Republic embassy. We talked about the inspection fee being shut down by the president of Dominican Republic, right? By going directly to Jovenel to tell him to shut that down. The exchange rate is moving in the direction where, honestly, it needs to move. And my hope isn't that it's going to keep moving. My hope actually is it doesn't move too aggressively in the other direction, right? That's incredible instability, but I just wanted to add that. So that's moving. We talked about tourism and Sunrise Airlines, being back to Cap Haitien December 3rd. And we also talked about Sunrise Airways getting a new A320 bus, 180-seater. It's going to be flying to Havana, Santiago, Holygon, and Camagüey. We talked about the UNICEF coming out with a report where, unfortunately, 79% of kids do not have access to internet, defined as Wi-Fi, and the government should invest. We talked about electricity, and Jovenel doubling down, saying all communes will have power and be electrified before the end of his mandate. The Turkish company will be delivering power to PAP and OCAP is in progress, should be coming to Haiti soon within the next few weeks. G gas turbine is under construction. Agriculture Papyrus is doing 2 projects. Mais project, Haiti project. Mais project's 5-year, 13 million, looking to impact 4,500 producers in Quebec, Okai, Campagne. Haiti is 5 years, 12.9 million in Grandance, looking to impact 3,500 producers. The Central Bank and Industrial Development Fund with the Ministry of Finance is dedicating 1 billion good, 15 million USD to be earmarked for agricultural and export-based companies, right? At 6% interest and amounts of 500,000 USD per company. 50 agricultural startups have been earmarked to be funded by the Central Bank of Haiti, with as much as 50 selected. And then 2 new solar pumps inaugurated, Pada Bouquet, able to water 150 hectares of land, 1,300 gallons of water per minute, and 300 is expected across the country, right? That, my friends, is the news story. Stalin, salute. Thanks for the $5. It is going to go and be added to the war chest to allow us to do bigger, better, and badder things. Thank you so much, Stallion. You're appreciated. So I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back. I want to jump in the comments. I'm not going to spend too much time, by the way. I just want to let you guys know, because we have the Seejeanty action group where the conversation is going to keep going. And we have the private WhatsApp group where you guys can communicate directly with me. I'll share the links when I get back. But we're only going to grab 10 comments. I'm looking for things I can actually talk about, right? In here, right? And then we'll talk about it. So we're not going to stick too long in here because there are now other mediums for us to talk and engage, going forward. Okay, so stick around. We'll be back in literally 1 minute. All right. Cool. Haiti Biz News Show, Sunday, 11 a.m. We're here every Sunday, right? 11 a.m. Haiti Biz News Show. It's Sundays weekly. Seejeanty, Haiti Biz News Show. We talk about news, current events as it relates to macroeconomic conditions. You can always catch us live every Sunday, 11 a.m. Haiti Biz News Show. We are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we are on Instagram. You can always catch us 11 a.m. On Sundays. We are live on air. We're going to be talking weekly happenings, economically focused on what has happened. And we're going to dissect it in an unbiased, impartial way. And a big part of what we do here, of course, is Haiti Biz News Show. I did not see and do not see any place online where folks can get a CNBC, Bloomberg-like focus on what's going on at the macroeconomic level of Haiti. So this is what boom, we're back. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Much appreciated, right? So let's go ahead and jump to the very tip top of the comments that I see in here. And this is the part of the show, of course, where we like to chat with you guys directly for a little bit. But again, we want to keep it a little tight because there's alternatives that we have now. Before I even start that, I want to share those alternatives. For those who came in late, keep in mind we have the Seejeanty action group, right, where folks can come in, hang out, talk with others. That's the conversation we're having right now in the comments. As soon as the stream's over, let's continue it over there, right? That's what that's there for. And then additionally, we have the private WhatsApp group, right? The private WhatsApp group here where you folks, for a monthly fee of $10 that goes, just for today, by the way, $10 for today, is going to go to supporting what we have going on here at Haiti Biz News. You can have direct access to the boy, right? And also others as well who have really made that extra effort and really have an extra oomph and emphasis and motivation and girth of action. There's already an action group that's great, but folks that really want to be plugged in with what I have going on, my network, my experiences, the experiences of the network I've built. The private group is there to talk about, and you guys can learn from that engagement. It's not a one-on-one thing. And I talked about at the top of the hour how it's really to maximize my time between my entrepreneurship and my personal. I'm trying to still have time to do what also is the third leg of what I do here, which is help you guys be successful and move forward and engage in Haiti in a successful way, because Haiti can only change the diaspora can plug in and be successful, right? And avoid so much of what people try to tell you, oh, be careful, it's not like that. If you move smart and wise. And so that's why I'm writing the book. It's going to be out from December, and that's why I'm creating this WhatsApp group to have a direct conversations with me, right? And so feel free and jump there before we go. But let me read these comments real quick, and I'm just grabbing about 10. I'm literally keeping my fingers here as I grab one. So I'm going to be reading. If I don't read yours, I read it in my mind. So I feel you, but I want to in terms of have 10 mini conversations here, depending on what we have here. Oh, I don't know about the DR, about invading. I've talked about this. Negma says, I know if DR wanted to, they could come invade tomorrow. Well, listen, I've said this a few times, man. There was a skirmish that happened a few months ago where the Haitians saw a Dominican flag being raised on what everyone in that area knew has always been Haitian land. But apparently, it was really part of Dominican land, and Haiti land rights. Believe me, I just bought land in Haiti, which, by the way, is going to be an episode very soon. And so I know it's a HTG. I mean, literally, even myself, I did everything I was supposed to, But yet, yesterday, I spent most of my day in a dispute because somebody came and said this was their land and nobody has authorization, right? And that's me. It happened to me. So when it comes, and we'll talk about how it resolves in that episode. So make sure you subscribe. It's coming. But and that happened to me. And so I can't tell you, in the middle of nowhere on unbordered land, how that could happen. It can happen very easily. All right, guys. And so nonetheless, that happened. The Dominican flag was raised. Haitians were like, what? Nah, we didn't. It ain't gonna go down this way. And literally, the Haitian military fought. The Haitian peasantry fought with rocks and machetes, old school Haiti, right? And even the police joined in. And the police was using real bullets and guns and pushed the Dominican army back and pulled down the flag, right? So Negmao, come on now. That spirit of fighting for ours runs too strong, man. They could invade. Whether or not they'd be successful, that's a whole nother question. Okay. See what else we got here. And Mike Collins says that the military is only good if it's trained, education, and disciplined. I agree with you. I agree with that. So Mari's asking an interesting question here. Mary Lambert is asking, now it's one thing to have laws in the books, another thing to actually implement the law. Are these plans and strategies on how the decrees and laws will be implemented? Yeah. In fact, I think I talked about it. The very next thing was defining terroristic acts, defining the penalties if proven, and the fines, right? And so now the laws are in the books. Now it's literally the laws are there. Now the police need to start doing their jobs, right? And this new ANI, once they enact, will be doing its job. And that's how it's going to work, right? All right. Group TV says customs is too damn expensive to send a car. I feel you. I've said it here on Seejeanty, Haiti Biz News, where really the custom policy is so weird. Like, what the customs should work in this way. The things that we can create in this country should be taxed 100%. Like food, rice, like those should be taxed 100%. Right now, it's taxed at 0, right? There was a recent revision. I didn't see rice on there. Rice is still at 0%, right? A lot of our agricultural products are taxed too low, whereas the things we cannot produce in the country, like a car, that should be 0. I mean, the reason why, if you ever come to Haiti, you see all these putt-putts blocking traffic because they broke down, because this is more effective to buy something cheap because you're taxed at the percentage of that cost versus something new where you're going to be taxed at a percentage of that cost, right? Versus if there was no import tax on technology, on things we're not producing here. Hopefully we should one day, but not right now. We really should be doing different from what we're doing now. Like, we do it so backwards. The things we shouldn't be taxing, we tax, and the things we should be taxing, we don't tax. Doesn't make any sense. And I hear you. I hear you on that comment. Appreciate that, Blue TV. Okay. What else? What else we got here? We got a couple folks who left for the game. Yeah, enjoy the Dolphins or whoever you're rooting for out there. So what's this? So now they're going to export things for Haiti for free. I missed that. I missed what I don't think you shouldn't be thinking that. I don't think I said anything that should have led to that. It should be the other way around. Probably referring to my story as relates to export and the support that they're going to be getting. But I'm not too clear of that comment there, music lover. Sorry about that. All right. Talked about Sunrise being expensive. I don't know if they're expensive. They can be a little pricey, especially how quick the flight is, right? But they're cheaper than a charter, and if we didn't have them, we'd be talking about charter planes. Charter planes are more expensive, so that's my counter argument to that. Natalie Dubois says, "What are the checks on the president's powers during this decree period?" And the checks are the United Nations and the United States government. That's it. That's the only checks. There's no parliament, and the judiciary has no teeth. So the president, we joke around here on Haiti Biz News for a while, where we called President Moise King Moise, because he's a king. He can do whatever, anything he wants during this period where there's no parliament, right? And that's one of the reasons why he's changing the Constitution and creating an ANI, right? And passed a bunch of decrees, right? So at the moment, he is king, right? But I can tell you, a lot of things, whether or not you believe they're wrong, right? There's things happening, right? And when the parliament's here, I can tell you, this is fact, within 5 years parliament has been holding power, they passed 5 bills. So 1 bill every 365 days. And the first bill was a Kampa, National Kampa bill, to make Kampa a national heritage item. Kampa is important, but education, roads, allowing Haitians to do business here in the country easier, or anybody to do business, those take priority over Kampa. I'm sorry, right? And then the other one had to do with money laundering. That the United States government said, hey, if you guys don't pass the new law here, which also included electronic signatures, then we're going to not allow your banks to be part of the economic international banking system. And literally it took that. And even then they were a week late past the deadline. They had to do an emergency session to pass that law. It's like, yo. So when I say progress, real laws are being passed. The update on the commercial civil laws or the penal code was updated. Again, we're seeing progress in terms of power, the grid, and power production in the country. So we're seeing real progress happen. Whether or not you agree with that progress, we're seeing progress. And I'd rather see progress in any form than nothing at all, than staying in the malaise that Haiti has been. That is problematic. Okay, appreciate that. What else we got here? Guess what we got here? Let's see, what do we have skimming through? Let's see. And it says, Mike Collins says we're glad to see investment in agriculture from other accounts. We're cutting funding to the agricultural department. Right. Mm-hmm. Goes, Lenz says, hey, to really support agriculture, the government needs to build a market in every city to stock fund and selling and control price. No, yeah, I see what you're saying. But that technically exists right now. It's called the mashe. It kind of happens, but certainly there needs to be a more solid apparatus, with actual contracts and future prices, and people able to put real money from a distance. Even you in the diaspora should be able to electronically, invest in and get contracts in rice and things like that. All these things really need to be happening, really need to be part of the ecosystem in Haiti. Vito Pay, real interesting comment. Jacmel and Okai needs repair. I agree. I was just in Jacmel. It was last week, right? And I saw the airport is a nice looking. I mean, the space is nice, but you can certainly see the runways in disrepair, and could certainly use a few Ks, a few thousand, toss its way. And if Jacmel could really get an airline flying there consistently, it would help, because Jacmel was hands down, the most beautiful, city when it comes to tourism. You get an airline and you fix its roads. I must say, the one criticism I have is Jacmel. Its main road is in pretty bad shape, so that needs to be improved on. But beyond that, it's a fantastic city. People are phenomenal. Right? Big fan of Jacmel. Love Jacmel. Anyone who's a Jacmelian, I envy you to be able to say you're Jacmelian. That's the one city I wish I could be adopted from. It's a great city. Love it. Let's see. Maestro Legro says something interesting here. The airport in Jeremy has a runway of 1,200 meters long, but only 900 meters of it's paved, and it was built for less than $1 million US. To be considered international runway, it needs to be at least 1,500 meters long, and 1,760 meters is a mile. For example, Boeing 737 needs at least 1,500 meters long to land comfortably. Cap-Haïtien in the north has a 2,652 meter paved. Jacmel is only 1,000 meters long, but less than half of its paved. And I think you type more, but Facebook's not bringing it into my terminal. But thanks for that. Thanks for that lesson, Maestro. always love a lesson and learn a little more. Appreciate that. And by the way, Maestro, I would love for you to join the Seejeanty Action Group. It's a channel here on Facebook. These sort of facts, we need to have them all the time happening. And I'm going to reshare it. Maestro Legros, share that. I love that. Appreciate the information. Join the group and spam us with facts. always appreciate it. Right? Let's see what else we got here. My Haywood says, hey, speaking of airports, the one outside of Port-au-Prince is a dump. It needs a facelift. That's what Murray Haywood said. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But Vito Pay says Jeremy actually has a project for extension it will be fully international one day. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Listen, so that's where I'm ending. Probably grabbed more than 10 there. I appreciate you guys for coming in. I just want to share that this is the last Haiti Biz News of the year. Haiti Biz News is going to be a monthly series, right? And the long story short of it is I need more time to focus on the entrepreneurial things I have going on here. It's for me, it's entrepreneurship first and then media. And we have some really massive ventures that are going to be taken off this year. And I need more time to focus on those. But I still have a commitment to come up here and give you guys what's going on. So when we do the news, it's going to be for the month before. So do look out for that. Look for that analysis as we have here. And so the next Haiti Biz News, actually, I want you to be guys on the lookout for. Honestly, I want to try to do it. Oh darn, I'm flying in on that one. But nonetheless, I will aim for Sunday. It will be different. It'll be at a different time as well. I try to do it around our usual time, but I'll announce it. I will announce our monthly meetup, our monthly Haiti Biz News live. So make sure you follow me, Facebook Seejeanty. Make sure you follow me on Facebook Seejeanty, right? For those who are in my Instagram, same thing, Seejeanty, right? Follow me on there so you don't miss the live, because the live is where it's at, right? Watching it after the fact is fine, but the live is where it's at, right? So do check that out, right? And thank you for understanding. Trust me, I would love to do weekly. Heck, I really want to do it daily, but I gotta prioritize. I'm not giveaway, right? I'm not Chacarella, right? I'm not specifically a media personality. I'm an entrepreneur first that has a responsibility to share what I've learned and what's happening in the country to you guys. But the entrepreneurship, as you know, takes a lot of time. It's very demanding, so I need to focus on those things, right? And of course, look out for Hyper Investment Group. That's going to be something we'll be talking about very soon. Hyper Distributions, can't wait to formally really announce that and get that going. You can talk about that some more. I did give it a larger conversation at the very top of this video stream, so rewatch it if you guys are interested. The book will be out by the end of December. Don't forget, right? And of course, I'm gonna drop it one last time. Seejeanty Action Group. I have 88 people watching live right now. I expect to see 88 requests. Seriously, guys, 88 requests in the membership group right now, because I want this conversation to continue, right? I don't want you guys to think, oh, well, darn, well, I guess I see Seejeanty again in a month. That's it. No, let's keep the conversation going, right? We have 30, we should be talking about Haiti 30 days a week. 30 days, a lot of things are happening. This analysis, you guys, honestly, give me hope for the internet. Seriously, you guys give me hope for the internet. When I read my comments and I hear how many intelligent, well-informed, clear-visioned, non-brainwashed people we have talking about Haiti, it really gives me hope. And I want these conversations to continue throughout. So please join the action group. And finally, as well, you guys can, connect with me directly. You have the private WhatsApp group today only. It's gonna be $10, and then we're gonna up it. It's gonna be changed to 20. Again, all that is going to help balance out my time, so you're able to support the conversation and what folks are looking to do in Haiti, but do it in a way where a lot of other people can benefit. And also, it's going to be helping Seejeanty Media. We have another videographer we're going to be bringing on board. YouTube ad ain't that much money, and so those really looking to gain support, but also get something back, right? I'm never, my mama told me, when you get something and don't give anything back right away, it kind of feels like, I don't know, like I'm taking, like I'm not supposed to, like I'm. And my mama always taught me, if you get something, you want to give something back. And me giving really everything I've learned about Haiti to those who are giving that $10 or $20. It's really the least I can do for your support, right? So, the private WhatsApp group is available, and I look forward to talking to you directly in that private WhatsApp group. Okay. All right. So, all right, guys, that's it. Those are the headlines. That was the show. I appreciate you. Right. We'll, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. We have some really cool episodes coming. I have 8 videos in my backlog, actually 9 now. And so you don't want to miss this incredible content we have in store for you guys. Hit that notification. And guys, we'll be back at it again when? Back at it again. Peace.